All right. That's my favorite thing to say every time is all right. So, welcome to Please Behave. I know it's been a little minute. I apologize about that. Life be lifing though. You know what I'm saying? Life just be lifing. But I'm glad to see you, hoes. I'm back. NBA Finals is going on. I got my guest with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? What's going on in your life?
So yes, my name is Jonay. Hi everyone. Um, I'm currently working at the Salvation Army. I got a little side hustle going in development. Trying to get my LLC together. Already got my EIN. Currently going through the sponsorship process and also working on documentation for my cleaning company. Um, see all the things. I'm a registered behavior technician. I'm currently in school for clinical mental health and rehabilitation. So yeah, that's a mouthful. Anywho, so yeah, that's a lot
All
of
right.
things.
So, and it'll play into what we're going to talk about today because it's going to be about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk a little bit about faith because that's something me and you connect on and resonate with. And then we're going to talk about some dating stuff. And we're going to give you a little quiz there to see what kind of person you like. But to begin with, right? Talk to me about like the whole process of starting a business. Like, what was your initial thought? Like, I want to do this. This seems lucrative. Like, how did you start?
Essentially, I started once I got into college because I realized, hey, might need money. Don't like the calf. Definitely need coins. So yeah, essentially, I started then, like kind of networking and branching out. I started working for a company for a short amount of time. Basically during the summer, that summer's transitioning into school. So I started there. We was traveling, going to North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, things of that nature. And basically, they was just showing me the ropes, essentially how everything goes. And I was like, okay,
So,
okay.
what industry was this for?
Oh, for cleaning, it was
Okay.
it was basically just commercial cleaning. Like they only did like businesses and like
And
corporations.
let's just clarify because Joe, who is Jonay, who I call Josephine, is one of those people you'll literally blink an eye and she's got a broom in her hand, she's straightening something. I can never find anything because now she's organized my closet. So she is definitely guilty of being very clean and organized, which we all love and appreciate, but stop it. Right. And so after time of like learning the ropes, when did you feel confident enough to just kind of go out and do it on your own? Like what was that feeling like?
Um, Probably when this economy went down. Let's see. So the job market went down, COVID things and all those things happened and it was like I was an essential worker at that time. I was working at Jiffy Lube. I was like, dang, if I had my own business right
I'll be
now,
racking it up.
I'll be racking it up. I would be making some real money by the time, I actually figured something out. COVID was already over. So I was like, all right, okay, maybe next time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not that maybe next time, like maybe next time when another pandemic happens, because it will happen. But that's not a edit that out. Anywho.
But
right.
history repeats itself. But
Right.
whatever.
So when did your actual cleaning business start? What year?
Probably when I got here, I had started cleaning more frequently. I started with an app. We won't say app because I got kicked off of say app. Not even gonna explain what happened. Woo. Anywho, so
what was the name of the app?
It's a girl
name. Anyways, Angie.
But yeah, basically, I was working with the app and then, building up clientele and I'm like, slide me a little change on the side. I'll hook you up.
So that was what, 2022?
2022, 2023, like when I first moved back down to Florida and essentially tried to start my own business because I couldn't find a job to save nobody's life.
Right.
I was like, hey, yo, this is getting aggressive. I need money. So definitely, try to make my own job.
Hey.
Because ain't nobody got time to be waiting on nobody.
Right.
For a check. So
Understood. And so how do you feel like it's going now? Are you happy with your decision? Are you glad you did it?
I'm happy with my decision only for the simple fact that I enjoy what I do. It has its ups and downs like with everything else, but it's like, essentially, do you enjoy what you do on a consistent basis? Because I would hate to be doing something that I do not enjoy, because that would bring some type of anger, frustration, despair out of me that I don't want.
I think that's for everybody. Yeah.
Life is too short. So it's like, rolling with the punches with what I got. I got a broom, I got a mop. Hey, I can make this work.
Right. I got some spray in a container. Hey. I can make things shake around here.
Right.
Understood. Now, have you ever stolen cleaning supplies from your family's houses? Just kidding. Don't answer that. We'll be right back with a commercial break. I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, and I know me and you connect on a lot of things, but faith is a big part in that. So as you were going through this journey, and I love Jesus. I may not seem like it because I cuss a lot, right? And I live filthy, right? But Jesus is my ace, my boon, and my coup. That's my boy. Yeah. So what were your conversations with him like as you were, going through this journey?
So essentially it was like, okay, is this what you want me to do? Do you want me to stay down here? Because, I need to be making some type of coin in order to be surviving. But then I got word, it's like, oh, so worrying is a sin? Oh, that's aggressive.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll try not to worry, let things be. So it was just a transformation of mind. It was like I had to change my mind frame from, okay, I'm a broke bitch, we got to do something about it, to, okay, we got this. Just woo, fucking sigh.
Right.
And bring it together and keep it together. That's the aggressive part. But it's cool.
I mean, I think we're all as humans gonna worry. There's no real way to get over worry, and worry is just one of those things. It's like, kick me while I'm down. You got something else. If it's not one thing, it's another type of thing. So when you're talking about people who are super worried about starting a business, because obviously starting a business is like having a child. I don't know if you're ever really ready to do it, no matter how much you have the things. It's not really so what would your advice be for the people that are just super worried to even start?
Just start. You don't know anything unless you start. You got to start somewhere. Shoot, if you got to start from the bottom up, you got to do something. Start something. Because time waits for nobody. You could be thinking about it, saying something all day, but if you don't put any action towards it, it's just a dream.
It's just hard for people.
It is. Yeah. And it's definitely hard. It took a while to make decisions, executive decisions, money decisions, and it's like, you gotta just jump sometimes. You gotta take the risk. Only for the simple fact that if there's a larger outcome, or some good out of it, or maybe make some little coin, maybe a little network here and there.
Knowledge of your industry, right? The more you do it, the more you understand how to do it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, the key is just starting. It's always starting. And so speaking of starting, let's switch gears and talk about some dates, right? Okay. First of all, tell me about a time, right, where you were starting to have feelings for someone that you didn't ever think you would have feelings for.
Started to have feelings for, let's see, do you want the rough one, or do you want the, which story should I,
We got time for both.
So essentially, gotta contemplate on my answer, because I don't know who's gonna watch this. No.
Right.
But talking about the year was
right. They're gonna do some research and
clicky clackety clack.
Right.
Hey, where were you?
Right.
But okay, yeah, I don't talk to this gentleman anymore. Anywho. All right, so basically it was high school, 9th grade. Chilling. They walked in first day. I talked to them, whatever, because everybody else is kind of like, ooh. I'm like, he's a man. Okay.
So he was fine.
No, it was like, he had a transformation. You know how you start one way in ninth grade, and then by the time you get senior year,
Oh,
like,
yeah. You grew into a man.
I don't know about that one.
You grew into a man.
So, so talk to him, actually, conversation. I was like, intriguing. So continue to talk to him through the process and times and things of that nature. And ended up dating. Like probably like, I don't know, 6 months later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had a boyfriend at the time. Shh, don't tell
nobody. Oh, no. Not dating the two men at once.
It was a lot. We lived I'm saved. So we're just going to put it that way.
Not the saved.
Look.
Not the saved.
Oh,
again. Man.
Reborn again. It's okay.
Nah, but high school love, man, that's, ugh.
Yeah, but
everything felt like whirlwind. It was all great. Now I can't get a nigga to save my life, right? Like, now I have so many standards and so many things I need. Back in high school, we were flipping boyfriends like flapjacks.
Woo!
Maybe y'all weren't. I was, because I was just like, ooh, a week over him, a week over him. That's when it was okay to date the friends, because high school didn't really count for anything. Not that I ever did that, but
we're adults now.
Right. Okay. So as you were growing up, especially in like the college years, did boys at Bethune-Cookman like take y'all out on dates, or what did dating look like in college? Was it just like a link up situation and then we go together, or?
See, here's the thing. I was in the band. So since I was in the band,
you were in your own little world.
We needed a band male, for the simple fact that if I'm on a trip, where are your antennas? You need to be in my room at such and such o'clock.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, no. So no formal dating? Oh,
I mean, yeah, we went out. We went out from time to time. Yeah, like, okay, if we were on a trip or something like that, we'll go out and things of that nature alone. Like, I skate, so like, we go on a little skating date, something cute, go to a restaurant, something nice, something slight,
Right.
As a college student, you ain't got much, paper.
Right.
So you gotta.
Never like beach dates or like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I did most of the beach day with the girls. It was more outings if I was going with guys. So it's like,
was college more for like playing niggas? Like having a whole collection of them?
Not exactly a collection, because a collection, not exactly a collection. It's more like, reference to the basketball team. You got a roster. Hey, you gonna sit this nigga on the bench or not? You're like,
oh man,
it was a little aggressive. It's fine. We've been saved. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Thank the Lord. Anywho,
thinking he a player, he a member on the team. Whew. Okay.
Live life. It's okay.
Okay. So then coming out of college, what was like the first real date you had where you were like, I'm on a real date, I'm an adult? Yes.
It was when I was out of state. Went to a little ice cream spot, went to a little restaurant I didn't know about, had something amazing, I was like, this is cute. I just walked around, hold hands. I'm like, oh, this is so romantic. At the time, of course, not knowing he was a but we.
No. Not the FN. Not the FN. Oh, okay. So that was your first, like, you really felt like this was a date.
Yeah.
He played the role well. Like, you got to get dressed up and stuff. Yeah. And so after that, like, did you start to have, like, weird dates? Like, did you have any weird or scary dates?
I did have one scary date, and never talk to that man ever again. Never.
What happened?
Woo. So, oh no.
When you started, I don't know.
It's the gag. Everything was cool. The little activities. And then we went inside the movie theater and he fell asleep. He snored throughout the entire movie. I couldn't hear a word.
Oof. Yeah.
But I didn't pay any money, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna let you sleep because you got to drive me back home. You need that rest. Thank you.
The sad part is I went on a date on a movie and I fell asleep.
But you didn't snore loud enough to where people could hear you.
I did.
Oh, just kidding. But did you pay?
So if that's disqualifying niggas from shit, then God damn.
I mean, but he was kind of ass of a person too. Oh no!
I'm kidding.
But he was just a little aggressive, and I ain't like that.
Well, at this point, I had got divorced, so I was moving from Colorado to Atlanta to live with my best friend at the time, and I drove straight through. Like I didn't stop at anything. And he was just like, when you get here, I'm so excited. I bought us movie tickets. I was like, yeah, because I was like pounding Red Bulls, drinking. So I was like, when I get there, I'm trying to tell you, when I reclined that seat in the movie theater, you heard?
Right.
It was lights out. It was like bitches trying to fight anesthesia. I was never gonna make it. I was never gonna. I felt it immediately. And it was a thriller, so it started like creepy, crawly. I was just like, ciao. I'm out of here.
That's hilarious.
Out of here. So, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird for you to invite me on a date and then you go to sleep. I mean, mine was circumstantial. Even though when I used to go, yeah, even when I used to go to movies, I would always kind of like doze off a little bit. Because sometimes the movies just be, right? But no, I mean, and so, okay, so that's where, so you never spoke to him again after that date?
No. Nah.
Okay.
I'm good on that.
And have you ever been on like a dating website?
Yes, I attempted.
So just
too early at that, but
for the people, like, because I know we as women specifically go through it, because I've opened inboxes to shit like that before, and they just go for it. They don't even, I want to smell your pussy. Like, wait, what? You didn't even say hello.
Like, no name?
Right. So what has your experience been with dating?
Okay, so I have those, those guys that kind of, stuck around, and then they'll stuck around. But then there's those couple that just kind of disqualified themselves.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, oof. Thank you. You have a good day. Life. Never contact me again.
Oh no. So is it ever one of those things where like you have to talk to them for a while on the dating website before you can meet them, or are you quick, like, let's just meet, or like, how are you with that?
Okay. So the first guy I ever talked to on like a dating site or whatnot, he wanted to like meet immediately. I was like, oh, that's freaking scary, sir.
I don't know. My best friend's like that. My male best friend, like, he's like all this small shit. He's like, I'm ready to take you on a date, and they just be like, okay,
yeah.
He be on that though.
See, I did that, and everything was going great. Oh my god, like everything was going wonderful, and then he ghosted me, and I was like, what? You gonna toss my guts around and feed me and do all the things, and then you ghost me?
Not toss the guts around. Oh
and
boy.
Then contact me a year later talking about you missed me.
Excessive.
Excessive. Oh, I had to go ghost because the fans were looking for me.
Anyway. So I gotta tell you guys about like two crazy, I really have three, but the craziest thing. So this was maybe like right after college. I got on a dating website, and it was kind of one of those niggas that was like, I'm just ready to meet. I'm like, okay. So we went to the wharf down in Fort Lauderdale, and first of all, it was a catfish. So it was like a red nigga that was like tall in the picture, like beautiful, six pack.
Yeah.
Get there, it's frumpy guy with braces. Like you could see that was him.
Wow.
Maybe like 10 years ago.
Whoa. What happened?
So he has fat, weird teeth, whatever. So I'm like, well, I'm already here. I want drinks. I'm already out. I got dressed up and pretty. So I'll just outdate him. Like, be like, all right, I'm going to go home and then just go bar hopping or something. But get a couple drinks out of him. Don't judge me. I'm not a bad person. So the whole entire date, he was just like, whenever he would say anything,
I would freaking scream.
Everything. He's like, where are you from? What do you do? the chin pinch. I'm like,
I would shoot you.
And then I was like, can you stop doing that? Like, he's like, but you're so pretty. Like, he would not stop touching my face. And I was just like, bro, I'm ready to go. So there's that one. The next one that I went on, okay, so this was just a crazy story in general. So this is when I lived in Atlanta, and I was like talking to this guy who drove trains on a website. And we were talking for months because he drove trains, so he was never really in, but he said he lived in Atlanta. So one night he was supposed to meet me and my best friend out for drinks, and then he sends me a picture of him in a car crash, and like his ribs split open, like blood everywhere. And he's like, well, as you can imagine, I'm not going to make it out, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And so that just kept happening. He's like, oh, well, my mom, like one of those things where you can never meet me. What? And so I was like, ah. So wild things happened. And then I actually found the photo that he sent me online of because it never showed a face. It was just like, look what happened. But it was a picture from Google. So it wasn't even him. So I'm like, what is your problem? What's the deal here? He's like, okay, I live in North Carolina and I couldn't make it down to Atlanta. So I was just too scared to tell you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, whatever. So we got past it because I was fucking young and I was like, whatever. I'm 26, don't care. But he was cool to talk to. So I kept talking to him. Eventually he came to Atlanta. And he was like, I'm gonna stay with you for the weekend. I said, cool, bet. He came, it was him, no catfish, right? He took me out. We went out with a couple of my friends that were in Atlanta. I was dancing, blah, blah. He came back to the crib and he was like, you were dancing wild tonight. Like, you were crazy tonight. And I'm like, well, I'm wild. Like, you already knew that about me. I'm a wild card. I'm always out. At that time, I was partying all the time. So he's like, I need me like a stay at home, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, strange. So anyways, we went to sleep, right? And mind you, we went to sleep this Friday night. He was supposed to stay till Sunday. Went to sleep, woke up in the morning or whatever. He was like, all right, I'm about to go get some coffee and I got to get on the phone with my dad. I talk to my dad every day. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hour goes by, 2 hours go by. That nigga went back home. Went back home. So I called him. I'm like, and he answers. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I'm driving back home. I said, why? He said, you were just so wild last night. And guys, like, I'm wild, but not wild enough that if I'm with a nigga I'm with, I'm going to act crazy. Like, I was mainly dancing with the girls because it was all couples. So the girls were kind of like, and he was like, but why did you have to grind on them? Like, I'm very conservative. I voted for Bush. I was like, okay. And he was like, and I'm not coming back. And I'm not talking to my dad, in case you didn't know. I was like, okay.
Thank you, goodbye.
Whatever. And then he stalked me for like a year. And he was like, I miss you. I love you. I shouldn't have done that to you. I was like, trouble. So that was number 2. The last one was when I moved to Daytona.
Oh, God.
And I had cut off all my hair. And this is when maybe India knew me. And I had dyed it red. And this guy who wanted to take me out, he wanted to take me to BJ's. We get to BJ's. He's pounding back drinks. I'm just like, okay, I can drink, but he is drinking. But whatever, he had money. So he was like, another round of shots. And I was keeping up. But then he started to get to that like sloppy drunk. And he was like, where's the waiter? Like, And once you start being rude to the waiter, I'm like, all right, let's kind of go, whatever. And so he's like, can I walk you to your car? I was like, should you be driving though? Like, should you be driving? He's like, well, I just drive. I just drive. I drove here. I can drive back. And I was like, oh, I can drive back. Oh. I was like, okay, bye. Right? Like, I was like, nah, let me walk you to your car. Let me take your keys. Like, let's do like 45 minutes so you can calm down. Just because, like, I can't, in good conscience, like, let him go off. Especially because he lived in, like, DeLand or something, like, 45 minutes away. Oh, my God. So I walk him to his car. He gets in. He just starts running his fingers through my head. Oh. And he's just like, I just love your hair. It's so black. And he was white. And he's just like, I just love it. It's just like, it reminds me of like slavery, but not in that way. That's not what I meant. Like, I'm not saying the hard ER. What I'm saying is that it's just like, it's like a scrub brush. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, thank you. So, and he just kept running his finger and like yanking my head around. I'm like, bro, stop. And at that point, I was just like, drive drunk.
I'm ready to fight.
Drive drunk.
Because what?
Drive drunk. Don't care.
Not anymore. You've lost.
So dating experiences, that's 3 of like 50 that were weird for me. But yeah, it's a cool world out here and people are strange. Strange AF. And it'd be the audacity for me. Like, you have the whole gall and audacity to not even watch what you say.
Oh, I got 2 for that.
Oof.
That's oof. So the white man at what's the bar we go to? The saloon, whatever. Yeah, no, not that one. There's the one that's near the liquor store off of Bevel. Crookston? Yeah, Crookston. So, so he was like, "Oh yeah, you're pretty for a black girl." I'm like, "Oh, thank you.
Right.
You're so nice."
Right.
Cringe.
Right. Right. Like, cool.
Exhausting. Anywho, that was my experience with, at least, the compliments alone.
Right. Right. But you say you had 2, so was that one?
Oh, I forgot that one.
Oh. So in that vein, though, I graduated from Florida State, go Noles, right? And I lived in Tallahassee from Miami. So Tallahassee was like small town. I wasn't used to it. Like, it was the first time I experienced racism, right? But I ended up being with a gaggle of country white people. They were my people. They were just big and country, and just country people are just so awesome. They just do shit. They have no idea what they're doing. Love it. So they were like, hey, we're going to go mudding. And I was like, okay, cool, right? We go mudding. And basically it's just like this massive field where they like dig up like mud pits and they take those big trucks and run through them. Or you have the little smaller mud pits that you could just walk through. Or you have like medium mud pits where you have a go-kart and you kind of drive through them. So obviously we're just doing all this. And for whatever reason, white country people love hip hop. They just do. And so at the time, 2 Chainz was really big. And so they were bumping 2 Chainz, and then they had a twerk contest. Now, mind you, it is me and one other black person out of thousands and thousands of people that are mudding. Okay. The one other black person decides to get so drunk, he spits in the security guard's face. They come to me and say, get him. I said, first of all, I have no idea who that man is. Why would you assume that I know him? They were like, get your brother. That's your brother, right? Get your brother, because he's getting ready to be tossed out. I said, I don't know what the fuck and who the fuck that man is, so toss him out. I don't care. Anyways, they ended up fighting that guy, and he got kicked out. So now I'm the single-handed only black person. We get up on the stage to do the twerk contest after the hoorah goes down. Obviously, I demolish every single person, right? Because Knees was Megan times 10 back then, right? So I'm like, bop, 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 bop. And they're like, oh, amazement, So as soon as I leave the stage, it starts. It begins.
Oh no.
It begins.
Wow.
The guy who helps me down was like, I knew I always liked black girls.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
You transformed.
Then just kept walking. They were like, I love your kind. Oh my God. I just want to know your kind. I want to be one with you. But we can't have babies though. Mama wouldn't take it. Right? Just telling y'all, I'm just going through multiple people that are just like, I never knew I liked niggers. Like, just saying anything to me. And my friends, I'm like, guys,
you're the only one in
it's
there.
getting really uncomfortable here. And my friend was like, I'll protect you from anything that happens. But he was making his own moonshine. Like, they were boiling it. Everything was happening. Listen to me, y'all.
What?
This boiled in a cauldron ass moonshine was about 60,000 proof. It was gasoline. I put some in the four-wheeler to rev it up because people should not be drinking that.
Wow.
So I'm drinking it
Making it
because I'm a G. Don't ever try me. And mama didn't raise no bitch. Or at all. So daddy didn't raise no bitch. But I was drinking this moonshine. And as I'm drinking this moonshine, now she could twerk. She could keep up. And she's a safe color. So I had a line of these random white bucktooth Alabama people because we were in Alabama. And they were all like, can I get a picture with you? Can I get a picture with you? So I had to have taken 60 photos.
Of course.
That day. But what? It'd be the gall and the audacity. Like, do you not think I'm going to say anything back? Do you not think I'm going to be like, oh, you love my kind? I've been waiting.
Oh.
Oh. Crazy. The white man is crazy. Now, I don't hate white men. I date white men. I date everybody, right? But that's just crazy. They have too much gall and audacity for me.
I don't know. I dibble dabbled. And it's not for me. It's not for me. I tried. But no. Y'all ancestry tells on y'all every time. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
I think for me, I was trapped into it, right? My parents were like, you will go to a white school because I went to a very, 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 very black middle school, like in the hoods of Miami. And there was always fights and I had knives in my mouth and it was just too ghetto for them. And they were like, yeah, no, you're not about to be that. So then they put me in the most Jewish possible school. So I was only surrounded by white people. And I was like, I guess this is what I have to like. Because if you didn't like them, there was the pocket of black people failing every class, but them were the finest niggas. But they are 18 in the 10th grade. And I just can't. I physically can't do it because I'm pretty sure it's illegal at this point. So, but I mean, listen, we're going to play a game where we're going to start talking about what our type is. So it's simple game. It's called This or That, right? I'm going to give you two options. You got to choose one, right? And then if you want to throw some in too, you can throw some in too. Okay. All right. So this or that. Would you rather a nigga who smokes and doesn't drink or drinks and doesn't smoke?
I'd rather, probably, okay, there's advantages to both of these, but I only can choose one. So, essentially, I would want him to smoke and not drink because I'm a heavy smoker. So, yeah.
Yeah,
we
true.
can sip, that's cool.
True.
I'm a social drinker, but my boy, if you don't smoke, I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you supplying it for me, I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah. Bonding. This is bonding time. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been with a drinker who doesn't smoke. I definitely want the smoker who doesn't drink.
Because I feel like, they're just, the people that smoke are just more chill. Like, they're more down to earth. The drinkers are more angry. Like, hey, yo, what's wrong with you? You need a hug? Come here. Like.
Okay. So, would you rather a nigga that's tall with a 9 to 5 or short, like your height, but got money?
You always want the money.
Damn,
the other one has his own money.
When
He's
you
not
say short, like we looking eye to eye.
Yeah. Like short, like 5'1".
That's shorter than me. Wait a second.
But he got that money. Or you can get someone 6'3", probably like government worker, right?
Mhm.
Making his 50, 60, 70 a year.
Mhm.
But the other one, money. Anything you want, I got
But
it,
how is
baby.
he getting that money though?
It don't matter. It's not your concern. He got it.
I'll take the government worker for $200.
Because I feel like that'll come with more risk with him making more money. Because you know, more money, more problems.
The government worker's job is solid.
But the government worker, that is security. That nigga guaranteed a salary. Whatever hours he need, emergency, come home. Like,
All right, plot twist. They're both about to die for whatever reason.
damn.
Right? And you're the main source on the will.
I still want the government to make me got a pension. This little short gnome that I haven't
got $60 million in the bank account.
To try to fight me for this money. No man.
It don't matter. If he leaves it to you, they can fight you to the death. It's mine.
They can, but now I'm gonna spend more money fighting you than I would have if I just stuck with my pension having husband.
Look, she on the episode. You see that?
Right. It's okay then. But yeah, probably the 9 to 5, because I feel like, you know, if push come to shove, something happened to the other buddy or whatnot, he, you know, making money on the side or whatever, that money ain't guaranteed to come to me, because somebody could steal it from him, somebody could stab him, take the money out the wall type shit. And I'm like, I ain't got time to be fumbling no bag. Look, I need beneficiary money. Leave me with something.
Fair enough.
Hello.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather someone who stays at home and plays video games all day, but loyal to a fault? Or someone who got to be going to the bar every single day after work and comes home at dinner time and then kind of passes out?
Absolutely fucking not. So we're going to go with the first option, Alex. Thank you.
The video gamer?
Yes. Because, I mean, I play video games too. So it's like, you know, I understand that that's their downtime. That's their time for them to just focus on that and nothing else. I'm like, okay, cool. You do what you do. As long as everything cool over here, hey, cool.
Right.
But, you know, don't be on that bitch all day. You know, you got other shit going on, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Designated time. That's cool.
But they're on it all day.
Yeah. But I'm going to distract you at certain points, my nigga, because intervals. You're not going to be shooting nobody. It's not going to be when you, like, intense. It's going to be like, you know, you trotting along, nay. Like, yeah. I'm not going to interfere too much. Might, you know, jump in front of the TV naked, but it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She's
like, I'm going to distract this nigga somehow, someway.
Yes.
Okay.
Gamer secret.
No. All right. Would you rather the nigga with the crazy baby mama or the nigga that's a heavy mama's boy?
Oh my God. Fuck. I'll take the crazy baby mama because I could fight.
How long is mom going to be living?
She fresh. She had him when he was 16.
Absolutely not. Because the mama's boy, he always going to do what mama want to do. He going to run back to mama. He not going to get advice from himself in his brain. He going to want to, well, I got to go and ask my mommy. Like, get your ass on. But, you know, I'll take the crazy baby mama.
Crazy baby.
Because I'm just as crazy. It's fine. We could be crazy together. We could be friends. Which I kill you.
I don't know. I think I would choose the mama's boy if we don't live in the same city. If we lived like across country and she came once every 3 months or something and y'all just had to.
But no, it's so much more to it. I've dated one and it's so much more to it.
I mean, I was married to one. Ooh. So, I mean, but
that's aggressive.
I've also dealt with the crazy baby mama too, and that shit is not for the weak.
Both of them are pretty ass, if you ask me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna choose the mama's boy. But again, we can't live in the same city. That's the only stipulation I have. Right now, if it's that, and then the baby mama also doesn't live in the same city, I'm gonna choose the baby mama.
Yeah, if she's in a different city, that's cool.
Right. But yeah, it's just proximity for me. Can't do it.
Understood.
Can't do it.
I don't be caring because like I just be zip, like moving. So it's like, yo, come find me, come catch me. I mean, you know, I'm doing what I need to do. You need to be doing what you need to do.
Okay. So Would you rather the nigga that is following his dream of becoming not immediately hating him.
Wait, his dream of what? I need
of
to know
becoming
that.
like an artist, a
Okay.
musician, a singer, and he's getting gigs, but not necessarily rich, but he's happy and he's doing his dream? Or would you rather the one that goes to the job and every day he comes home and complains, but he's making money?
See, if he's making money and he coming home to complain, I feel like I could deal with that, for the simple fact that I want to be a counselor at the end of the day. Hey, I can come on, let me practice. Come on, let's go. What's wrong? Oh, that's it. Oh, it's just a job, got its ups and downs. I mean, I can console that compared to, all right, what if a gig gets canceled? So, goddamn, you got to make up some money somewhere down the line. And you can't catch another gig. And now you got to talk to other people and try to get things in line. And it's like, it's a lot of hoops to jump through. So, I don't know about that one.
You don't think he'll eventually
it's nice. It's cool. We can date.
Get more gigs?
But
I would hope my boo would get more gigs.
Yeah,
but I'd rather
I would
be
help
happy.
him because that's just the type of person that I am. But I don't know. That sounds like more work.
I don't know. I can't come home to someone complaining every single day about the same fucking job.
No, we're gonna have to change your mind frame, because I don't even complain that fucking much. Every day, my boy. Every day.
Every day. So guess what happened today at work?
We're getting a therapist.
Woo!
That's what's gonna happen. You're getting a therapist. You could complain to him. You could complain to you blue in the face if you got the money for it. Hey, but just keep okay. My father taught me early to separate work from home. So if you coming home, don't bring that work shit there. What are you doing? You leave that work shit at work. You leave that shit outside. What are you doing?
Yeah, some people can't. Some people can't though, and I get that 100%.
I do.
I do.
It took a long time. It took some aches and pains and crying and fighting, but it was a learning process. I think it would be a learning process for that man.
All right. Would you rather have a man who can build things, right, and do things around the house, but when it comes to fighting, that nigga's pussy? Or
how you do that?
The nigga's gonna fight every single time, but he's not that useful around the house.
I'm gonna take the nigga that can at least do something with his hands, because hey, shit, we can go to the gym. Come on, let's spar. Like, I can teach you. Come on, let's go. Like, we can take classes together. It'll be a fun.
You could do that the other way too. You can help him build his skills of working with his hands. I need a nigga who's gonna protect me. I don't got the time.
But the thing is, if you good with your hands, you can essentially learn. But but I don't get into situations to where I need to fight. But at the same time, if that occurs, I can handle it. But the thing is, I try not to get in those type of situations.
Yeah. But if I ever am in that type of situation, I'm gonna need a nigga to knock that nigga out. I ain't got time for my nigga to be more pussy than me. If I gotta fight the nigga, what are we doing?
Hey, yeah, that's a little.
And you over here getting flipped, tossed, and bent. I can't respect you when we get home.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't respect you when we get home. I'm be like, nigga, I can knock your ass the fuck out. Get from by me.
Yikes.
The hell is wrong with you?
Oh no, I don't know. I feel like I could deal with the guy or whatnot. That's not good with the things around the house, because I mean, I'm pretty decent with things around the house. I can put shit together, but something got to give.
The child. That's how it be. That's
learning building blocks, my boy, like something. I don't know. Both need help.
Right.
Both of them need help.
Well, guys, let us know what are some this and that you guys have. Like, I need to know what people expect from their significant other, even the men to the women, right? Like, what are some this and that you guys have? We're going to thank Joe for coming today. We love you. We thank you so much. We'll drop all of her out so you guys can follow her. Again, sorry for the hiatus. We should be picking up again. But I love you guys, and follow, like, and subscribe. Oh, old. Woo! Okay, 45. Nice. Nice. We did a thing.
Mm.
How come this